G'day guys, welcome to Scotch Down Under. I'm Ken.
I'm the Cue Ball.
And I'm Scott.
And today we're going to the Knockdhu Distillery to try the AnCnoc expression.
The 12-year-old.
Yeah. This expression is 40% ABV, chill filtered and coloured because it doesn't say otherwise. So
Just presume.
we're presuming that that is the case. And I've had this a long time ago and it was quite tasty. Have you guys had it?
Yes, I had it quite recently. My boss gave me a little bit of a dram of his, which led me to buy this bottle.
Yeah. And I have a bottle sitting there as well.
Yeah, and there's an empty over there.
Yeah. Have you had it?
I have no recollection of having this before, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I haven't. It just means that I can't recall it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with no.
No. Okay. So something in 1993 happened to this distillery, didn't it?
Yeah, so they went through a full rebrand. They changed the names of their whiskies from Knockdhu to AnCnoc to avoid confusion with the Knockdhu Distillery, which is just around the corner.
Which is very similar sounding if you say it quickly.
Yeah, and so the name AnCnoc is from a hill that's very close to them, and it essentially breaks down to meaning the hill.
Yeah, in Gaelic it means the hill underneath wherever they are.
Yeah.
So they bought this originally out in 1993.
Yes, that's when the name change happened.
Yeah, so they started bringing it out. And then later on, they brought out the 12-year-old and then I've got a whole bunch of expressions.
They've got like an 18 and a new 16 cask strength that came out last year as well.
Yeah. These guys were established in 1894, so that's fairly recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 16-year-old cask strength that you mentioned before, that was their 125th anniversary edition.
Yes.
So yeah, they actually started construction in 1893 and production commenced in 1894.
Yep. And they're up in the Highlands, even though they are technically in the Speyside.
In the Highlands, but they're over on the space.
Speyside's in the Highlands, but yeah, anyway. So a little bit over. Yeah, they say Highlands, but it's in Speyside, so it's a Highlands.
Yeah.
Well, the Speyside is in the Highland region.
That's right. The tube is very reminiscent of some other whiskies that we have tried with the black and white and
Very tubular.
very tubular with the bronze accent on the tube, which is really cool.
Kind of the
It's
same
more
colour palette as
coppery
the
than
Ardmore.
bronze.
Yeah.
It's very similar to the
Yeah.
colour to the legacy,
Yep.
but it's classy in its simplicity.
I just hate how easily it marks with fingerprints.
Yeah, that's the problem with the white tubes. They always, no matter how clean your hands are, they always seem to come out on the tube. But that shows that you're paying it respect and drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, not covering it in dust. And one little thing I did notice, which you might not be able to see on camera, but on the back here they've got a map of Scotland and they've got a little bronze dot right where they are, which there's no way in hell you'll be able to say. I know exactly where that is, but it is in the Highlands.
That's a good 50-kilometre radius there.
Yeah. And yeah, a nice drawing on here of the distillery, which has been like pencil sketched, which looks pretty cool. And the bottle is
Your standard whiskey bottle shape.
yeah.
It's got a decent stopper as well. It makes a really good sound.
Oh.
Not as good since we poured some whiskey.
No, but we were sitting there, and then Scotty was just popping it for like 10 times over, and we're like, that sounds really cool. We should get some audio of that.
Yes. And you've got the nice C for AnCnoc on there.
And it was on the foil as well,
Yeah, on the foil as well.
which
Nice
you
one.
don't even pronounce when you say it.
Yeah, that's the silent one.
Yeah. But yeah, a nice, simple looking label on there, very classy and standard looking.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Cool. All right, boys, let's have a sniff.
Yep. Let's
I
have a
like
bit
that
of a
idea.
It's welcoming home an old friend.
There's a bit of peat there.
Yep.
Mm.
What I remember, it's not too overpowering.
It's
No.
it's beautifully subtle though. I mean, my first thought was that sort of floral sweetness, a little bit of herbal, and then that really, really soft earthy peat comes through for me.
I concur with what you just said.
I too concur.
Excellent.
And I did read, like, these guys do 2 million litres, and something like 400,000 litres they're going to be doing is going to be all peated at 45 ppm, which is a pretty strong peat.
Oh yeah, that's hefty.
I want me some of that.
Heavy peat.
That is a beautiful nose.
It does, yeah, it's nice and sweet, typical Highlands, with that little bit of... It's almost a repeat of the Ardmore Legacy kind of description, isn't it? But different.
Not what leafy peat again?
No, not the leafy peat, but with the honey,
The sweety
floral,
peat.
the sweety peat. Yeah.
Not
it's
sweaty
like
peat, sweetie peat.
Sweet peat.
Sweet peat, yeah. Sweet
Like
peat.
the one made with science.
Yes, we could be. We killed him again.
I just left that door open then, didn't I?
Yeah.
Because there is really only one whiskey that calls itself Sweet Peat.
I know. I know. As soon as I said it, I thought to myself,
Actually, it's not sweet peat, it's sweet smoke.
No, it's too.
Yeah.
Sweet Peat rolls off the tongue though.
It does. So we can use it then, because they say sweet smoke.
Cool.
So we'll take sweet peat.
Chuck Sweet Peat on a shirt.
Yep.
I nearly went for a swig then.
I'm doing the same. Let's go
yeah,
in.
cheers.
I'm okay with that.
So I just had a teaspoon of honey with... It's like the bees were in a bushfire when they were collecting the honey. In the distance.
Yeah, there's definitely that sweetness.
It's very sweet. And even the end of the palate is so sweet.
So there's a fruit there. I'm not saying it's a melon, but my brain is kind of telling me very much like strawberries.
I'm thinking the melon. Like a rock melon.
I'm getting more like, not citrus, but like berry kind of fruitiness to it.
Oh. He's coming up with a moment. I know the gears have been grinding in there.
He's never been this silent before.
No. Oh,
I think this is a world record.
there's going to be an epiphany.
He can't nail it down. I think we've stumped him.
Does he like it?
With whiskey, of course.
Nougat.
He likes it. Nougat.
What kind of nougat?
Hazelnut nougat.
Yeah.
That's not nutty.
No,
I
I
don't
wouldn't say
know.
nutty.
Not,
I'm thinking more of a caramel.
no, not really nutty, but there's something
Like a caramel nougat.
not that sweet. Not that sweet, but not a creamy nougat either. Just a light, the inside of a Milky Way. Just a light, fluffy nougat. But yeah, like right on the, like there on the tongue, it's just that honey sweet, and then it sort of rolls off.
I'm getting a little bit of spice on the tip of the tongue.
Yeah.
Sweet to start with an appetizing fruitiness and a long, smooth finish. There is a tiny bit of spice on the end. I'm getting that too.
Yeah, on the end of the tongue, it's quite interesting. It's just
I
tingling.
wouldn't call it like a pepper.
No, it's
No,
it's a
no,
very
it's just-
slight tingle of some sort.
Maybe like
Just a
chewing on a actual
just a
thing of
little
nutmeg.
soft, savoury hint. Not necessarily a spice as such, but yeah. But that's good.
Yeah. It seems a little warm for a 40%.
There is a little bit of it there. I'm not getting hit with alcohol, but I am getting that Oh, actually, I am a tiny bit. Just on the back of the top of the
Yeah.
mouth, there's a tiny
Yeah,
bit
that's
of
what I'm
burn.
saying. On the roof of my mouth, I'm not thinking it's a burn. I'm thinking, going back to that tingling on the tongue, I think it's something like a peppery, very subtle spice. I don't think
And
it's
it's
an alcohol
more-
burn.
It's more smoke rather than an earthy peat. And it really doesn't come through until right on the tail of it for me.
Yeah, it's definitely a smoke. It's not the earth peat. It's the bushfire in the distance.
I like it.
It's
Yeah, I
something
do.
a little different. It's very tasty.
All right, let's add a drop of water and see if we can open this up a bit.
Oh, you do that.
What was that?
I said, you do that.
You do that?
I'll just have another sip while I wait.
I counted 4 drops there. Trying to steal my catchphrase?
No, I just put it. I wasn't counting at all. I just stuck it in there.
Defamation case incoming.
More of that floral.
For me, that's knocked some of the sweetness back on the nose, and there's more of that floral smoke.
Yeah.
But it's still really subtle.
What he
Yeah.
said.
And it seems to have brought a little more of that warmth and zing out.
On the end of the pellet after you swallow it, it's a bit more, more vibrant.
Yeah.
But
Spicier.
on the entry, it's a bit thinner and a little less viscousy, smooth honey. And then it's more that whatever that spicy, peppery bit is at the end. It's a little bit more vibrant.
I think this is another one of those ones that you could sort of really take some time with and play around with, and just, add a couple more drops. And
Now, it's not the flavour, but it's a very similar burn to raw garlic. Or like an onion, kind of. But no, not the flavour, just the feel.
the mouthfeel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a raw onion, or like if you just
Yeah.
chewed it on a clove of garlic, which, let's admit, we've all done before.
Yeah, I like that raw onion feel. Yeah,
But
that
that's-
is
that's-
definitely it.
That's the thing with onions, though, is because they do have a sweetness to them.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
Yeah.
Good choice.
And you kind of get that savouriness to it too.
Yeah.
Maybe like a shallot, something a bit sweeter.
Without that horrible oniony flavour.
I love that onion flavour.
I do too, but some people don't.
I have onions and everything. Right, I gotta put this down, otherwise I'm gonna have nothing left.
I'm just going to grab the water. I just want to add a tiny bit more.
Okay, you're off the defamation case then.
Just a tiny bit more water. I'm getting the oak.
No, I didn't get any oak.
It's there, but it's on the end, so as I'm nosing it, it's kind of
There is
right
a tiny
at
bit
the
of
end.
vanilla, but
This has brought it out a bit more now. I'm probably sitting around 30 ABV. That's a lot lighter, sweeter, vanilla-y. Without that's taken that spiky onion sensation out. It's gone now. Yeah, like you were saying, you could definitely play with water with this one. This one's quite nice. I reckon this would be really good as a highball. A big chunk of ice in there. On a hot day, this would be a nice little dram to sit outside in the sun and
yeah.
have one of these.
Well, it's not the best temperature today. It's a bit cold, but this is quite warming as well, just straight for its 40 ABV.
Yeah,
It's really warming up. I reckon it's good for winter as well. It's a all year round whiskey.
yeah. So, what are your final thoughts on it? Other than it's all good all round whiskey.
I got nothing then. Yeah, like it's good. It's for its price point. It drinks quite well.
What is the price?
Because
I can't
it's not
remember.
a super
remember.
expensive. It's only about 75, 80 bucks, isn't it?
I think it's more. I think closer to 85, 90. I think.
I didn't think it was that high. Yeah.
It's definitely under 100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. I'll put the price here after I check.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure 75, 80 bucks, depending on where you shop. And for that, quite easily have this on the shelf as a, maybe not every day, but definitely twice a week.
Oh yeah.
And like our last review with the Ardmore Legacy, this is one of those ones that if you're feeling not really peat, but a little bit of smoke, but you still want the Highland kind of feel, this would be a good one to grab. And you could try something a little lighter and florally sweeter after this, because you're not ruining your palate.
Yeah, you're not pounding yourself with peat and just that's what you've got to drink for the rest of the night. So you can sort of go anywhere from this. You can come back to something with a bit more sweetness, or you could slip into, go for argument's sake to a Bowmore or something like that, which has a really good peat but not heavy.
This is a really good starter.
A good follow-up to that one would be the Bowmore 15. You get that sweetness to it with a little bit of...
Oh, and those dark, rich notes.
Yeah.
So let's start off with a little bit of that.
Yeah, this is a really good start. I think this would be good for an infinity bottle too.
As a base?
Yep. Yep.
There you go.
We've got a lot of good bases so far.
Yeah, more the merrier.
Yes.
All right, boys, what are you going to give it out of 10?
I think it's a solid 8.5.
Solid 8.5.
Because good value. I mean, it's you could play with it a bit with some water and things, but it's a solid value for the price. Not necessarily outstanding for the price, but solid dram for the price. So yeah, 8.5 for me.
Yeah, that's pretty much ballpark I was going to go. It's going to go like 8.3, 8.5.
I'm going to go 8.8 because I just like nice round numbers.
Everything's got to be fun.
8.8! Yeah, I think at 8.8.
8.8, and then we're putting it in the infinity bottle.
Yeah.
8s are everywhere.
That's right. Turn the 8 on the side, then you got the infinity symbol. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to go 8.8. All right, on that conspiracy. Till next time, have a good one.
I want more.
I want more. That was a nice sloshy sound.
Yeah.
Did you?
I didn't lose a drop either. I thought I did. I thought a big section just came out.